Hi, Aquarius. This is a general reading for the sign of Aquarius. If you have Aquarius anywhere in your birth chart, this is your reading. It is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. You know what is for you and what is not for you. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the sign of Aquarius. What is it that you would like Aquarius to know or to be aware of? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the sign of Aquarius. Aquarius, if this is your first time tuning in, do know a little bit about how these readings work. This first row is your work life, your career life, your professional life, your public life. The second row here is your private life, your home life, your private life, family, friends, love interest, partnerships, just anything really having to do with your home life, your personal life, your private life. And then this third row here is final thoughts, final messages. Many times that is the final thoughts that Spirit would like you to know, final messages that Spirit would like you to know. And many times it is brought in, will bring together your private and your public life with final advice, final recommendations. Thank you, Spirit. And the foundation, the basis of your reading this week, Aquarius, is the Emperor card. And that is driven by the High Priestess card. Wow, what a power couple. The Emperor card and the High Priestess card. Something being open to letting something go. There is something that is not as it appeared to be. Something that is not meant for us, that we are not wanting to let go of, that we're holding on to, or it has some type of tie to us, or we're under the impression that we can't let this go. It's like things were not as they appeared, things were not as they seemed. And now we're having a hard time cutting ties with that for one reason or another. And let's see how that plays into the rest of your reading. Very interesting here for you, Aquarius. And we start off with this Two of Swords, which lets us know that there is another choice. There's something, another choice, another option that we're not seeing. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles, which is wealth. The ending or beginning of wealth. The Judgment. A decision made. But this decision, it's not like a court judgment or a court case. It's a judgment that is of the spiritual kind. It's almost like a judgment of karma. And the Death card, moving past, moving through, moving beyond. Moving past, moving through, moving beyond. Aquarius. Lunar eclipses are of time of letting go. And solar eclipses are a time of letting the new in. And this next couple weeks, we will experience or we have just experienced a lunar eclipse, depending on what day you watch this reading. But that lunar eclipse has occurred. And during that eclipse is the time to let things go, to make room for the new. And then immediately on following that lunar eclipse, we enter the energy of the solar eclipse. The solar eclipse, which will happen on April 8th, will bring in new for you. But in order for it to bring in new for you, you need to let go. You need to make room. The universe is wanting to bring in something new, something wonderful. The universe is wanting to bring in the Ten of Pentacles. But it is going to require you to let go, to make room for, to make space for. And, you know, during this eclipse season is the perfect time to reevaluate your social connections and reevaluate growth opportunities. Challenge your comfort zone. Challenge your comfort zone. And I believe that is why we have this Emperor card showing up here. It's like we're not wanting to challenge ourselves, but Spirit is here. Spirit is guiding you to challenge your comfort zone and let go of what isn't working for you, so that the Ten of Pentacles, the new, can come in. You know, it doesn't have to be all that difficult. It doesn't need to be all that complicated. It could be simply how you're marketing yourself, how you're putting yourself out there on social media. It really does not need to be that grand. But again, let go of something that I believe you know is not working for you. And for whatever reason, you're having a hard time letting go. But the universe, this eclipse season, is bringing in you the perfect opportunity, the perfect energy to let go, so that the new can come in. And then we have this Tower card here for you, Aquarius. A change, a shift, a change, a shift in our reality. And the Ace of Swords, knowledge and wisdom. I love that we have the Ace of Swords and we also have the Ace of Pentacles. That change, that shift, not only brings in the information, not only brings in the knowledge, but it also brings in a physical gift, the gift, a physical, tangible gift. And the Chariot card. The Chariot card, again, speaks of change. This eclipse season is your season of change. And you know, Aquarius, this solar eclipse will be the only full solar eclipse of 2024. And it will be visible in parts of the United States. But this eclipse is going to bring you an answer, or the information that you've been waiting for. It's almost like you've been putting off making a decision. You've been putting off taking action. There's been a degree of self-doubt. And that degree of self-doubt has been coming from within. But the answer, the information that you have been waiting for, the clarity that you've been needing or that you've been seeking is coming. And this answer, this information that you are looking for is going to come from within. Suddenly, you will know what to do. You will know what is right. It requires, or is going to require, you to trust yourself and to trust your intuition. I trust you will know the right thing to do when the time arises. And sometimes that leap of faith requires us to take a step into the great unknown without knowing what the outcome is going to be. I do believe that this Tower card speaks to that decision, that inner knowing, that inner wisdom, that knowledge that you've been seeking. The one thing about the Tower card, and we can this Tower card is like an act of God. This Tower card is like an act of the universe. Something happens out of our control that forces us to act, that forces us to take action. And to not trust what we can see, feel, touch, or taste, but to trust that God, to trust that the universe has our back. Trust yourself. Whatever this Tower moment is, it is designed for you to learn to trust yourself, to trust your intuition, to trust your inner voice. The answer you seek comes from within. And many times when we are learning to trust ourselves, God, Source, the universe will present it to us several times and give us the opportunity to make a decision, to give us the opportunity to take that next step. And if for some reason we are unable, an act, the Tower card, an act of the universe out of our control will happen that will force us to take action. But Aquarius, whatever this action, we have the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles and even the Victory card. Do know this is going to work out better than you initially thought, than you initially perceived. And then we have the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is about taking pause. We have been taking a pause. We have not been looking, we have not been seeing. We're paused, we feel stuck. And then here we have the Three of Pentacles, which is a celebration. And then that is followed by the Ace of Cups, which is spiritual and emotional blessings, spiritual and emotional fulfillment. You know, Aquarius, going for what we want, going after, chasing our dreams can be scary. And many times before we chase our dreams, before we take that next step, we will stop. We will take a pause. And that is normal. That is natural. Anytime we're taking a leap of faith, anytime we're going into the great unknown, it is natural to take a pause. But when that pause becomes too long, that pause becomes too great, it's almost like taking that breath before you jump. But it's important that we jump. If we don't jump, we become stuck, or we feel like we're trapped. I believe this is just a long pause. It's been a long pause for you. But just remember, the longer we pause, the harder it is to start, the harder it is to gain or to keep the momentum. And Spirit is, again, letting you know it's okay. It is okay that the fulfillment, the tangible, the intangible is here for you. It just requires you to take that first step, to trust yourself, to trust your intuition. And that is the message that I have for the sign of Aquarius. Thank you, Aquarius. You have a blessed week.